Eugene here with a review on the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Shell, Raphael, and Michelangelo. Yes, friends. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at both their packagings. And, pretty much says Team Mutant Ninja Turtles, Battle Shell on the side, and right here it says shells open for storage, see back, and it says Raphael, and nice CGI imagery here of the 4 turtles. Same thing with Mikey, On the back of their boxes here, pretty much, got a nice shot of the two, mainly a CGI of, Battle Shell Raph coming at you, and then it shows you the weapons. He comes with 2 shurikens and 2 half sides. And Michelangelo comes with 2 shurikens and a sickle and chain. Good old Raph. Like I said in Leo and Donnie's review, I absolutely love these figures. I mean, pretty much, these figures are interacting with the turtle's actual expression. Like, Raph is a hothead, and so as you can see, he gets rather angry and, wants to lose it, But anyway, the one thing I noticed about Raphael and, pretty much with the first wave, they did away with the battle shell, the battle damage he had right here. But, and like I said, these are kind of like a little bit, they've been a little bit, not really downsized, but, they've been kind of, they're not as bulky as the first wave. But, and then here's the back. As you can see, he does come with his 2 primary weapons, which is his sides. Now, real quickly, and also, the bandanas are kind of, shortened now. They're not as long as the first wave, but I'll show you the first wave a little later. So let's go ahead and open up the shell here. And so, here we go. We have, he comes with 2 half sides, like I said at the beginning. And he comes with 2 shurikens. So, and so inside of his shell here, you can see it's got a whole bunch of pegs here to hold on to the weapons, which is something I really, really like about, these figures. And they do snap in rather well, But, pretty much, Raph is in a little darker green, As to Leo and Donnie, they're like in a light green, and then Mikey is kind of like in a yellowish green. But anyway, real quickly, our articulation, swiveling the arms, you can move the head, moving the elbow here, you can spin the hands here, a swivel in the legs, and knee movement. So that's one thing I mentioned earlier in the last review, that I do like how the articulation is, and of course I mentioned this in the last review, but mainly these battle shell figures remind me of the 1980s store shell turtles, and which is something I was a big time fan of. So let's go ahead and take a look at old Mikey, and I have to say, I really do like this one. This is a good expression of him, like he's going, yeah, and he kind of came to you like this in a box, in the box pretty much. But anyway, and he's all around. To say Mikey is a goof, I'm glad they really captured his features so well here. But anyway, he does come with his 2 primary weapons, which is the nunchucks. I pretty much don't close up my nunchucks due to making it have like stress marks right here. So I don't do that, I want to take care of my nunchucks. But anyway, so let's go ahead and open up his shell. And so anyway, he gets a sickle and chain. This is the sickle and chain. And, he gets 2 shurikens. So pretty much all 4 battle shell turtles do get, a 2 shurikens and some other weapons, just about. But anyway, like I said, closing rather well. Now, Mikey's bandana back here is kind of on a short side, just like the other 3, but a little bit much shorter than the other ones. Now, articulation, of course, in the head here, the arms, swivel in the arm, the shoulders here, the arm, the elbow you can move, and then, you can spin the hand here, and a swivel in the legs, and, movement in the knees. So, so in other words, pretty decent amount of articulation. So, and like I said, well made of of these figures. The first wave Raphael out, and then here is the battle shell wave. Now here is a difference. I mean, the molding is a little bit different, you know, on the first wave. Of course, you know, Raphael's got more battle damage. As to the battle shell wave, they kind of did away with a little bit of his damage that he had on his shell here, and mainly on the back of here. I don't know if he had a whole bunch of... Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage on the back of his shell. The one thing I also do notice that the battle shell Raphael cannot hold his side like, you know, the first wave Raphael did, which is kind of sad, but I guess they had to do what they had to do, you know, probably because due to the molding is kind of different, as you can see by the two. Like I mentioned in Leonardo and Donatello's review, look at the feet. The sculpt on the feet is kind of different. So, anyway. And so, like I said, the bandanas on mainly the first wave are kind of longer than, you know, the wave that we're looking at now. Now, let's check out Mikey. Now, you know, the two Mikey, as you can see, like I just mentioned earlier, I do like his expression, mainly the battle shell one, because, you know, it's really interacting on how much of a goofball Mikey is, really. But you know, like I said, the feet, you know, pretty much, you know, the sculpt is kind of different there. Pretty much the shell, not really much. You know, like I said, the molding is kind of different. And as you can see with the bandana's been kind of the bandana on Mikey on the battle shell one is shorter than, you know, this one. So, and you know, he does have a little bit of damage right here on his shell right here, as to they kind of did away with that. And, you know, of course, the weapons are pretty... Alright, friends, here they all are. I decided to add Leo and Donnie alongside with Mikey and Raph. And so here is all 4 Battle Shell Ninja Turtles. And I have to say, totally cool. And so I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a chance just to, you know, take a look at them. And then we'll go to the next part to conclude this review on Battle Shell Raphael and Michelangelo. I said this in the Donatello and Leonardo review, but I absolutely love these figures. They came out so nice, and I do like the fact that, you know, when you first get them, they have weapons stored in their shells, and they'll come with their own primary weapon, and, you know, pretty much like Raphael and Michelangelo, you know, Raph with his sides and Mikey with his nunchucks. So, which is really amazing, and I said this in the last review, but I do recommend these figures so badly to collectors, and mainly to kids, you know. I mean, if parents don't feel they don't need the weapons and everything, that's fine, you know. They're nice looking, they can open up the shells, and they can store change in those shells, you know. But, anyway, and I think this was a nice thing that Playmates did. They decided to bring back, which was the Storage Shell Ninja Turtles from back in the 1980s. I don't know about the 2003, but I do know that, you know, the Storage Shells Turtles back in 1980s, we had that, kind of similar to what we're seeing in front of us. So anyway, so yes, I do highly recommend them, and they are absolutely nice. And so anyway, friends, that is it on this review. Please check out my blog. It's Eugene421blog.blogspot.com for all your info on the channel, future reviews, future vlogs, you name it. Remember to follow me on Twitter and to like my Facebook, and friends, to review on the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Battle Shell, Raphael, and Michelangelo. I hope you all enjoy. Real quickly, friends, I will also say this. Like I said at the beginning, I do like how these figures do interact with the personality of each individual turtle. So, anyway. Well, alright, friends, I'm Eugene, I'm signing out, and y'all have a good day. Bye.